We created the Ministry of Internal Security and Home Affairs to provide a centralized institution to coordinate these investments and our liaison with the federal security agencies. I'm happy to observe that since I made those comments, the military and other security agencies have commenced operations against the bandits. These operations, which began in this third quarter, are degrading bandits, but they are not yet simultaneous across all the affected states in the Northwest region. This reflects the limitations that personnel and other resource deficits have imposed on the federal security agencies. There are simply not enough boots on the ground to have credible deployments in most places to protect communities, deter crime, and enforce law and order. That is the reality that we face. Many state governments in the Northwest and North Central have adopted an unconventional approach to help the security agencies to better protect our communities. In our own case, we have about 900 trained and vetted vigilante personnel working with the security agencies. However, we still observe that there is no alternative to launching simultaneous operations in all states. I therefore call for a consensus between the federal government and the 36 states on an emergency program of recruitment into the security agencies. Government can change the game significantly by hiring 1,000 willing youths from each of the 774 local government areas in the country into the various security agencies. This will be a surge in numbers that is unprecedented since the Civil War. An influx or addition of 774,000 new boots on the ground in various security agencies will be a significant blow against criminals and unemployment of creating opportunity. I also want to comment on those that are affected by these insecurity incidences. We have a riot damage and compensation fund for those affected, and we have started paying out to those affected from 2016. I am therefore directing the Ministry of Internal Affairs, Internal Security and Home Affairs to proceed to draw from the riot damage fund to pay all those affected up to and including this year. We in the Kaduna State government have always urged for the declaration of bandits as insurgents and terrorists. We have written letters to the federal government since 2017 asking for this declaration, because it is this declaration that will allow the Nigerian military to attack and kill these bandits without any major consequences in international law. So we support the resolution by the National Assembly, and we are going to follow up with a letter of support for the federal government to declare these bandits and insurgents as terrorists so that there will be fair game for our military. They don't give anyone a chance. They should not be allowed to leave. They should all be killed. This is the view of Kaduna State government.
So for the military, 3 Division and Operation Safe Haven was stepping up activities, especially in the southern Kaduna, to see that we nip the situation in the bud. Just recently, I visited southern Kaduna after the first time. I'm just about 3 months now. I had a second stakeholders meeting in southern Kaduna, which I think is helping us. The non-kinetic approach to us is one of the main ways we can use to help in bringing security to southern Kaduna. It's not like the situation we have in the northeast, where we have the terrorists and insurgents on one side and we on the other. We know that definitely we are going to eliminate them. In this case, it's not like that. So we want to try and use non-kinetic approach more than the kinetic. I've made a formal report on the recent activities in southern Kaduna with regards to the attacks, and I'm sure plan is underway to review our operations with a view to improving our capability and capacity. I would like to seize this opportunity to tell the stakeholders, all those involved in the crisis in southern Kaduna, to try and be more tolerant of one another. They will try to forgive one another and live in peace. Let's not forget the situation we have in Rwanda. Whenever I have a stakeholders meeting, I try to emphasize on that. The Hutus felt they could eliminate the Tutsis. At the end of the day, it's a Tutsi that is ruling the country now. So you cannot, nobody can win any war. That's one thing we have to understand. We will continue to be just on our part. We are not going to defend or favor any group. That's one thing I keep on emphasizing to all the groups in the conflict areas, both here in Kaduna State and in Plateau. We are here to work. On my part, I'll be just and fair to all, without fear or favor, to make sure that peace is achieved in the troubled areas in these two states and in Nigeria at large.
The action by government on preventing the bandits from using the telephone has been very excellent, because it has made them really incapacitated. They use the people who inform them in the cities to tell them what is going on or what will happen. Now they can't do so. In effect, some of those people who are driven from Zamfara they moved to Kaduna State. Some of them even came up to near Birnungari. They stopped people from farming. The funny part of it is that if they abduct anybody, they will send him to come and get food for them, not money anymore. So the efforts by government in stopping the motorcycles, in stopping the markets and the telephone, the sale of petrol, and all those other actions taken are yielding very good results.
For us as the security agencies, Your Excellency, I assure you, we will continue to do our best. You know us better than most people here. You know what we are doing, but we'll continue to do our best. Currently, like the Commissioner said, we are conducting operation, and by God's grace is yielding the desired result, and we will continue to do that before the end of the week. Inshallah, I'm going to invite the Commissioner. I'm going to show you something that we're trying to also contribute to the effort of the government also to enhance security on other locations, especially the trial is going to be along Kaduna-Abuja Expressway, sir. By God's grace, between Friday and Saturday, I'll be able to invite the Commissioner so that you see what we are doing and then brief you adequately, sir. I assure you will adhere to it. I will make every effort to reduce this insecurity to the barest minimum.
The security is everybody's business. We are doing all what we can do to see that we have peace in the Kaduna State. So we are soliciting the cooperation and the support from the general public to see that Kaduna is safe. This communal attack, it will not benefit us. So I'm soliciting for all the public in Kaduna State, please, to come with any information they will see it will help us to tackle these security challenges. Well, this is the first time of attending this type of security briefing, but I assure you, the police is doing everything to see that we tackle the security challenges in this command. Also, I would like to inform His Excellency, during this operation, we lost one of our personnel, and also one is injured. He is still receiving treatment in the hospital.